Good afternoon, everybody. This is Teah, and today we'll be looking at Terraform. Terraform is infrastructure as code. This means you can have your front end and your back end uh, formatted in a very simple way so that you can release and test your application as fast and as often as possible. So I went ahead and learned Terraform uh, in several days, and this is the best resource that I can provide with the test that I performed and the overall process that I went through. So this here's the link. I'm gonna put it in my video description. So this here, what it covers is serverless applications and Lambda, Lambda function creation and linking it up with API gateway. And this is the best resource because the this documentation is up to date, and it is the best way because it covers many aspects that you have to know, like many little setups that you have to go through when you are trying to create your infrastructure as code. So they also provide a Git repo link that you can clone, and when you clone that, you're gonna have a boilerplate code format, boilerplate code uh, that you can actually add onto. Most of these are added onto this overall project when follow the tutorial. So what you want to be prepared for is giving in your access and secret key. To make this, you need to have an IAM user, and you can do that by creating a user in the console. Um, so you go to your profile and you add a new user, and it's not that hard, honestly. So just do that and put them in here again. I'm gonna they warn me, so I'm gonna give you a warning before you actually read again, and then get warned for the second time. It's important to keep your secret key and your access key private, and you can use the environment variable process.env to set these up, and yeah, and you'll be good to go. So this was the basic setup that I had. I'm not going to show my access and secret key, so that's why I cannot really show you guys the process of like deploying. Anyways, you have your code, which will be bundled into a zip file, and these the lock. If you know Node.js, you already know about lock files. Um, these will also be generated, and sometimes you might have to delete the log file to rerun your code so that everything the overall like settings can be created, because you might have error if you don't do that. So if you are running into errors when you try to run Terraform plan um, or Terraform apply, try deleting your log file and redo it. And also these you can hold up. I don't think you can delete the output. You can delete these, the TF state. These will be auto generated as your zip file is being generated. So this here is just the example that I followed, and this is a terrific example to get started on Terraform, to use to get started on Terraform. And I encourage anybody, instead of watching a 3 hours long video and forgetting most of it before you even get to the end. Here is a real simple documentation that you can bookmark and read and just do it on your own time. And in no time, you'll be a Terra Pro, Terraform Pro. Um, I'm kidding though. Like there are many things that you have to learn if you want to like be a complete expert on Terraform. Again, as I said earlier, they have Google Cloud content. They also have AWS content, and AWS itself has a lot of services. So yeah, so it's up to you if you want to become an expert on Terraform. Anyways, I think this resource alone is all you need to get started. Um, Unless you are with a company and they are requesting that you learn other stuff. Anyways, the getting started tutorials uh, are not as good as this one. And so once you follow this, you will get the API gateway, and you'll get a Lambda function, and to access that, instead of using the crawl command that they're going to offer you, where is that crawl command? Right here. This is it right here. So instead of running it, I mean, you could run this on your local system, but you could also, you know, click here and it will run your test for you. So if you are trying to test it, like, you know, test it on the live system, um, you want to make sure that you have the right URL, the right port route, so that you don't get a 404 error. To do that, you want to make sure where it says port. Right, so here you want to edit this. All of this is in the tutorial. You want to edit this to whatever URL path you want to have. By default, I decided to use this because I just want to go straight to the API callback instead of having to type extra stuff. But you could say hello world here like that, or whatever you want. Anyway, it's just a routing thing. You guys can handle this. Terraform is not that hard. If you have the right resources and you go at it with objective mindset. So once you do that, you're gonna see like how beautiful the overall system is. And I'm gonna end the recording here because I don't have much to say about this. Anyways, Terraform is just amazing, and I recommend anybody who's getting into programming to actually check it out, because it can really change your workflow. And I made this Python code, I think day before yesterday or yesterday, and the tutorial is made with Node.js. So um, again, like that shouldn't, like if you don't know JavaScript or whatever, it shouldn't deter you from actually doing the tutorial, because it is simple enough that you can actually run the overall system, the overall tutorial, and then edit the code to fit your format or your programming language of choice. Um, so all of this is HashiCorp uh, provided syntax and everything and format, and the only thing that is your code in here is in the hello world folder, and that's the code right there. Like this is what you are running. So don't be afraid to test out the JavaScript stuff if you're a Python programmer, and auto and vice versa or whatever, because it isn't that hard to like understand what this is, right? So yeah, that's all I want to say. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Have a nice day. Bye.